because it's always, how can I become an influencer and never send your account number? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and subscribed. If you haven't done that, then please do make sure to do it right away. And to all the newbies, welcome. Without wasting any more of your time, as you guys can see by the title of the video, today I'm doing a video that you guys have all been asking for. Yeah, because it's always, how can I become an influencer and never send your account number? So first things first, I have a notebook. I made some notes. That's how you know that this is, yeah, I have my notes here. There aren't many because we're not trying to make this video long. Anyway, so I'm going to read the first point on my notes. Point number 1, this is actually good news. There are 4 types of influencers, namely nano, micro, mega, and macro. So there's micro and macro. Okay, so nano influencers have, you guys can tell that I'm excited because this is my stuff. Yeah, this is my stuff, right? So yeah, anyway, nano influencers have 1,000 to 10,000 followers, and then we have micro with the I. Those are the ones with 10,000 to 100,000 followers, and then we have macro. That's us. Macro with the A is from 100,000 to a million. Yes, and then we have the bosses. They're called mega influencers with over 1 million followers. After that, hopefully. And now, please, guys, just because you have 5,000 followers doesn't mean you are a nano influencer. Influencing is so much more than the number of followers you have, and you're gonna find out why. We have a lot of people who have over 500,000 followers, but I mean, you can't really call them influencers. That's the mistake that most people make. You guys are going to find out what I mean by that. Yes, okay. I love this notebook thing that's happening right now. Point number 2. There are 3 types of accounts on Instagram, right? There's a creators account, personal account. There's creators account, personal account, and business account. Obviously, you're not a business, right? Unless already the lead or something. I'm joking. So if you want to become an influencer, the best type of account for you is the creators account. Switching to a creators account has so many advantages. Not so many. I'm obviously being dramatic, but it has quite a few that I can't remember from the top of my head. So I'm going to read from this little girl right here. Firstly, it gives you your activity insights. Those are literally under all of your posts. Each post has an individual report, obviously, and it's written in blue. View insights literally under the post, and that's where your activity insights are. They tell you what action people take when engaging with your posts, whether they share them to their DMs or stories. But the DM and story thing is one thing, so it doesn't tell you this many share to their DMs, this many share onto their story. If 5 shared on their DMs and then 5 shared to the story, it's just going to be written 10. I honestly don't understand these airplanes. But now we can't film our videos in peace. Okay, we're safe. And then it tells you how many people saved your post on their Instagram. You know, you have that collection, that private collection. Yeah. And then there are your likes and comments. Those are not really important, to be honest. Those are actually the 2 least important types of engagement. Yes, I said what I said. And then it also tells you how many people your post reached, how many of them are from explore, from hashtags, and yeah. Okay, your bio is literally the first thing that people see, especially brands. As soon as they click on your account, along with your profile picture, please put a decent picture where your whole face is showing. Please don't put Travis Scott, because you're not Travis Scott. Yes, and then onto the bio, there's the part where you're supposed to put your real name. Please put your real name there. And then information about you. You can put your location. I'm going to put my bio there. That's an example of an amazing bio, professional bio. And then you can put your location, either say South Africa. Thing is, let me tell you something. If you say South Africa, that means brands from Cape Town, Durban, Johannesburg can DM you and ask to work with you, and you're flexible enough to go there. If you're only comfortable with working around Gauteng, put that, and then basically just put whatever it is that you do. I'm going to put my bio here. I don't want to waste more time talking about that. Yeah. Now, this is something that people think is so 2013. It's not. I mean, it might be, but it still gets the job done. Use hashtags. This is so important. If you're a fashion influencer, use fashion hashtags, hashtag fashion blogger, fashion South Africa, fashion influencer, fashion model, this and that. And now, because people who are interested in fashion obviously follow these hashtags, they're going to come across your posts some way, somehow. And they're going to see that, oh, this person is actually about fashion. I actually F with their bio. They're going to follow you. Automatically, you gained a new follower that's interested in your content. I'll insert one of my posts where I use hashtags, and I'll show you the insights so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. The next thing is, please reply to your comments. I know most of you guys think you're cool by not replying to your comments. You're not cool. Or I mean, you can choose whether to be cool or to make money, right? What you can do is, because I know we can't always reply to all of our comments, what you can do is, please, for the first 30 or 60 minutes after posting your post, reply to all the comments. You don't have to say, oh my god, thank you so much, I worked so hard to do this. Just reply with hearts. Having a good engagement rate is so important. Why? Because then brands can tell that you're creating content that your audience actually enjoys and you're not just being irrelevant. That goes with understanding your insights. Why is it important to understand your insights? Why is it important to understand your insights? Because then you know what most of your followers, which age group most of your followers fall under, what their interests are, where they're based. I know most of my followers are from Pretoria, things like that. And I mean, if 80% of your followers are men, you can't be advertising wigs and bikinis and stuff. The point is not just to look good, but also to get people to buy the products that you're advertising. Also, if most of your followers are university students, you can't be working with real estate agencies because they're not going to buy the houses, And now onto the last tip before talking about how to actually make money and approaching brands. Because we're talking ching ching. Anyway, please know. Now you need to figure out what type of influencer you're going to be. Either from your interests or from your followers. So if you're going to be a beauty influencer, please post videos of you getting your makeup done, pictures of you with your face beat, and same thing with your hair. Tag the brands that you want to work with or the brands that you used to get that look. And so later on when you approach them, you can say to them, look what I've done. I've actually recommended you guys to my people and I've been a loyal customer. It works all the time, I'm telling you. And same thing with skincare. I don't know if skincare falls under beauty. I guess sure. But yeah, you get the point. And now, because we're influencers, how to approach brands. Because when you guys ask your favorite influencers how they approach brands, how they bag certain deals, they all come. Well, I don't know, because the brands I work with always approach me. I've never approached any brand. I don't want to say they're lying. Look, I'm not saying they're lying because some of them might feel like it's too embarrassing and they're really up there because they're not going to approach a brand now. I'd rather wait, It might not happen, but I would rather wait rather than going and looking desperate. I want to tell you that it is not embarrassing. You do not look desperate. You actually look like a go-getter. You look like the girl. You know what you're doing. You go after what you want. So yeah, how to do it. First things first, email them. It is best to email them. And if you know what I do, let me tell you something. A lot of the brands, not most, but a lot of the brands I've worked with were approached by me. Because guys, sometimes you eye this brand and you're like, one day I really want to work with this brand. And you wait for them to approach you. And you think, okay, maybe they don't want to work with me. Maybe there's something wrong with my profile. Sometimes it's not that. Sometimes they haven't even come across your profile. So rather do it. So this is the trick that I use. I've never heard any YouTuber that was talking about it, how to approach brands, mention this. Right, so you obviously emailing is the most formal and most professional thing. Like, you even look like you know what you're doing, so you have to email them. But start by DMing them, asking for their email address because you would like to work on a collab with them. Then they're going to give you your email. They're going to give you their email address. So this is how you compile the email, right? Subject: influencer marketing proposal. And then the email, you start, hi, no, good day, and then my name is Mang 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 Mang, and I am an Instagram influencer with this many followers, and blah blah blah. So you tell them what you do, what your focus is on, how you came across their page, and how you love their product, and how you want to work with them. So if you want to film a YouTube video for them, tell them that's what I'm going to do. And if you want their product in exchange for a post, tell them. So if you want the money, you tell them that you also want the money. And at the end, you insert pictures of your recent work, and then you tell them what you would really like to get back to them. Not all of them are going to agree. If I were to tell you guys how many brands and stores rejected my proposals, you would be shocked. But what I'm saying is, imagine sending emails to like 70 brands. It's tiring, but you literally send the same email. You really do. That's another trick. Copy and paste. You can add a few things here and there, but copy and paste. Right? Sending 70 proposals to 70 stores. So the reality is that not all 70 are going to accept your proposal. That's just life. Sometimes only 3 out of the 70 are going to accept your proposal. But you need to look at it like this. Had I not emailed that 70, I wouldn't have these 3 to work with. So you really have nothing to lose. Even if they're rejected, you move. It's nothing personal, it's business. You move. Another way to know which brands to DM or email, or rather, is sometimes when you're scrolling, or not sometimes, all the time, when you're scrolling through people's stories, you come across a few ads. Yeah, if it's something, if you're a fashion influencer and you see a store, that's actually how it works. They organize these ads according to your interests and your content. So you're a fashion influencer, you come across an ad of an Instagram boutique or whatever. You can DM them and say, hey, I saw you're advertising your business. And I mean, obvious guys, when you advertise your business, it obviously means you need more customers. The business can never have enough customers. You tell them that you can do that for them, and tell them what you want, whether you want to post on your page in exchange for money, if you want a product in exchange for a post, or if you just want a product and they have to pay you, then you post. Whatever it is, then whichever way you work. I'm not going to dictate how you work. Okay, this is the last tip, alright? There's an app called Humans. It's blue with a Z. It's not Humans with an S, it's with a Z. Yeah. So this is where big companies go when they need influencers for a campaign. Yeah, companies like KFC, McDonald's, Magnum, like the very big brands. But my problem with Humans is that they undercharge. They can say, oh, we're looking for someone with over 50k followers and we're paying you 5k for 3 story posts and I don't know, 1 timeline post. We're gonna give you a free barrel at KFC. Yeah. But now at the time I charge like 7k for a post, 1 post, timeline post, you understand? So I'm not going to judge you if you take something. Most of you guys know this. You guys probably were like, oh, so when I spoke about that, I worked with KFC. The pictures are still on my Instagram. I worked with them 2019 December. They didn't pay 5k. I think they paid more than that, but they wanted more, But I worked with them because it's KFC. This is big, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to look at it from that perspective. When you approach other brands, you put it there that I've worked with KFC. That's big, guys. That's really big. I literally gave you guys the things that influencers are selfish with, the things that other influencers make you pay for, only because I want us all to win. As much as I want to make money, I also want you guys to win. So go out. You are now ready for the world. You are now ready for the influencer world. I think my next video should be how to charge, because I'm a campaign manager. I work with influencers. You find a person with 50,000 followers. This person knows exactly what's happening. This person knows that they're here for the money. This person will tell you, I charge 2,000 rand for a post, and they said unapologetically, and I will have no choice but to stand. Because when I was on even 90k followers, I did not know how to charge. I was charging a very embarrassing amount. And then we have those with over 300,000 followers charging 250 for a post, and you're like, nah man, Before we end this video, I almost forgot the most important tip of all. Consistency is key. As cliche as that might sound, it's very true. I want you to post at least 3 times. I want to say 4, but let's say 4, at least 4 times in a week. I post every day, every single day. I'm not saying go out in different outfits. You can take pictures today, post 5 today, 5 tomorrow, and 5 the following day, and take pictures again. And it's just like that, because then you're getting your followers glued onto your content, but also posting too much of the same outfit is going to bore them. So I remember from October, I think it was September 2019, I post every single day without fail. And then from mid-December, I would gain 1K followers every single day. And then one day I was on 160K followers. And I get to 200K. And in the blink of an eye, I reached 30K, 300,000 followers. Then lockdown happened, my phone shut down. The second day of the lockdown, I could not fix my phone because all the shops were closed. I couldn't do anything about it. And then I would only post like once a week for like 7 weeks, I think. And then everything went downhill from there. I started losing followers. It was really bad. I'm still recovering from that now. I'm not even being dramatic. Only now my followers have started coming up because I've been posting every day for like almost 2 months now. I had stopped again because after I got my phone, I started losing followers. And then it got to me at some point. I was like, what's the point? What's the point? So I would only like post once a week. And then one day I was just like, girl, you need to get up. And I got up and now I'm up. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I really hope it was informative and it is what you guys wanted. If you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments, or you can DM me, but I prefer comments, by the way. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe.